Hi guys, welcome back. In this example, I'm going to show you how to load master data hierarchies. We have already done how to load a text data and master data. Now we're going to learn how to load hierarchies, master data hierarchies from the flat file. And in this example, I'm going to show you how to create attributes as a display or navigation attributes. Okay, let's check it out. So before creating your hierarchies, we need to understand how this hierarchy structure has been created in BW system. For example, let's take we have one organization here that's going to be headquarter. So first this headquarter will call its level 1. So by the system it will automatically takes one info object that is called SAP predefined info object called 0 hire underscore node. So this one you have to use for your flat file. Then the next level, for example, organization has two different locations, north and south. So this is called level 2, where we can say it's a sales region, which we have to create an info object for this. And under each location you have two different sub locations again. This is called level 3. We can say it's a sales office, which you have to create a info object for this. And under each sublocation we have a different salesman working under particular locations. So we already created a salesman ID for this. This is called level 4. We don't need to create any new info object. Like this we can create up to 98 levels in SAP BW. Okay, so once you create a hierarchies, what happens? It will create some tables for you in a BW system. So this is called hierarchies table /bic/h table, k table, I table, j table. Okay, now let me show you how the hierarchy flat file structure look like. This is how your hierarchies flat file look like. So we need to first create node ID. So the order will be anywhere. It's not like it has to be starting from node ID or info object. You can keep it anywhere. So first I have taken as a node ID, it's going to be your number of records. Then I have taken info object as a column. So this is a predefined info object name which I have taken. This is a top level of your hierarchy. Then I have certain info object called region, which I have used this for previous example, which we need to change here. So we have a SMID is SID27. So according to the present example or present task, you need to change this in case if you have already existing flat file. Otherwise, this in real time, this flat file will be provided by your business users. So no need to worry about how to create a flat file in the real time. It will be provided to you, but practicing purpose, please follow this exact structure, whatever I'm going to show you here. So this is my SIDs. Please observe here also I need to change SID27. Then here also SID27, and here also SID27. So now we need to create region. So we don't know what is the name we're going to create, so remove this. So it should be region. This is a previous example we have created. So now let's create a sales region and sales office for. So go back to your data modeling screen of your BW. Now select info objects. Now let's create your sales office and region, two info object. So these two info objects not supposed to be your attributes. So select your info object catalog, right click on it, create info object, enter a technical name. It's going to be soffice underscore 27. Let's say sales office. Okay, go to general tab, select category, characters, data type. Let's say it's going to be 15 characters. Activate. Now it's activated successfully. Click on back. You can see your sales office created. The similar way, let's create region. Right click on info object catalog, select create info object. This is going to be sales region underscore 27. Sales region. Press enter. Data type, character, length, 15 digits. Click on activate. Now we have created two info objects. Once it is activated, click on back button. Now your sales office and region is ready. Now we need to make these two should be used for hierarchy purpose. First thing, we need to activate the hierarchy option on your primary info object. Double click on your SMID. Now go to hierarchies tab. Click on change button. Check with hierarchies. You can observe automatically the green check boxes appear. If you uncheck, it will not be there. So we need to make this activated. So if you check this one, now I can start loading hierarchies data. The first thing is I need to define what are the external characteristics I'm going to use for this hierarchies purpose. So these are the two external characteristics. What does it mean by external? The reason because I'm not adding these two info objects as attributes to this. So that these two will be automatically becomes external characteristics. So click on external characters. Now we need to look for these two characters. So it is called, search for it, S office underscore 27. Okay, now close this. You got this 27. Move. Similar way, look for S region underscore 27. Close this. Select this. Move to external characters. So now click on continue. So now I defined that there are two external characteristics which I'm going to use for my hierarchies data loading. Once you've done this process, click on activate. Once your info object is activated, now go back. Now we need to observe what is the data target for your hierarchies. Click on info provider. Now if you observe, I have only two options. Select your salesman ID. Click on refresh. Now I got my hierarchies as a data target. So now my hierarchies are ready. Now I need to create a data source. Select your data source. Select your application component. Right click on it. Create data source. Enter your data source technical name. Data source hierarchy. So now the data type of your data source is going to be hierarchies data, which you need to select hierarchies. Click on continue. It says it's already exists, so we need to change the name here. For example, let's say 27. Click on continue. Now please enter data source for hierarchies loading. Copy, paste into long and medium. This is not a mandatory. Whatever the requirement you have, you need to enter exactly the same description. Only for training purpose, I'm just copying and pasting here. Now select extraction tab. Now expand this. Please observe here, it will be little different comparing other data sources. I'll show you what is the difference. Now point out where is your flat file. So my flat file is, this is my flat file. Before pointing out, we need to make sure in your flat file you have to enter your info object technical name, that is called sreg underscore 27. This is s of underscore 27. sreg underscore 27, s of underscore 27. Okay, you need to make sure that you have to enter this. Then click on save. Yes. Click on close. No. Okay, that is what your hierarchy flat file. So now let's check it out once again. Where is your hierarchy flat file? Open this. Click on menu. You can see sman underscore hierarchy. Where it is located, it will display the information also. Just click on this. Look for it is located under your desktop. Select once again to check the data. sreg underscore. Go back to your info objects. Select your info object. Look for your technical name. SOFF SREG. Okay, it's perfectly fine. Now expand this, minimize this. SOFF SREG. Once it is perfectly fine, close this. Now go back to your BW system. Now let's point to the file. It is located on your desktop. Click on this. Click on the desktop button. Here you have an option called your flat file, salesman hierarchies, sman. This is your flat file. Select your flat file, click on open. Header rows to be ignored 1. Now please observe here little down. If you come here, the target info object is going to ask you. You have to enter your target info object is going to be SID 27. Now you have to create a header for this hierarchy file. You can write any header here. I can say this is SID 27 hierarchies. Hierarchies for, I can enter here SID 27. Click on save. So your header has been created now. Now go to file structure. Please observe there is no mapping option here. You need to look for the file structure which has been created by the system. Okay, if you want to generate an example file from this structure, you can create. It will create one Excel file for you. Now click on segment, fields or tab. Please observe the hierarchy headers look like this. You have a description which look like this. You have structure. This is a structure of your hierarchies. This is a description for text. Short text, medium and long text. Now click on a preview. Activate. Click on yes. Once the data source activated, click on read preview data. Please observe it won't display the data for you. You need to select your segment. Click on description. Click on structure. Then it will display the data for you. Okay. This is how the data will be displayed. If you observe here, the data has displayed into one particular field called info object with all the commas. So there is some mistake we made here. We need to find out what exactly the mistake we have created. Since it is displaying all the data into one single info object, so we have not separated the data by the comma. So that is, you need to set up back. Click on extraction tab. If you observe that the data format we have not selected here. So the data format is supposed to be hierarchy separated by separator. Now it will display a comma for you. Okay, please observe. You need to select data format, hierarchy separated by separator, the comma. Now click on file structure, segments, preview. Now click on read preview data. Now it is displaying proper way. Right? So this is how it will display. This is exactly as per your flat file. Once everything is ready, click on activate again. Click on continue. Once the data source is activated successfully, just go back. Now my data source is ready. Select your data source. This is your hierarchy data source is ready. So now go to info provider, right click on your data target, create a transformation. So select your data source, ds underscore HIR, it's going to be 27, PC underscore 3. Click on continue. Expand. Now you can observe it will display only one option for you. You need to click on source segment. Look for the different structure of your hierarchy. If you select your hierarchy structure, now it will display exactly how the info objects has been mapped with your info objects. You can observe here. Okay, so here you need to check one thing. You need to map your info objects with your info object data source. So drag and drag this, drag and drag. This is your info objects. So once you mapped it, click on activate, continue. Once your transformation activated successfully, go back. You can see the transformation. Now go to data source, refresh, right click on your data source, create info package. Say info package for hierarchy data loading. So click on save. This is the header which you have created there. Select your header, check any extraction, is there any mistakes or everything is perfectly fine. Okay, now everything is good. Select your header, processing tab. Please observe that you have a processing option, so only PSA. If you check this one, it will show you what is the options or displays here for you. Click on update tab, full update, click on schedule, start. It says the data was requested. Click on monitor. Select your request. 13 records has been loaded. Click on PSA. Please observe here it will display only one record. Don't get panic here because it has different structures of segment. This is header. You need to select structure. It displays 13 records. Click on continue. Now it will display this is your hierarchy data in your PSA. Now we need to send this to our data target. Go back, click on refresh, right click on data source, select create data transfer process. It will automatically fill up all the fields. Click on continue. Expand this, select extraction, select the full option, update. It will be full update. Activate hierarchy should be checked. Please observe this too. Then go to execute tab, activate your DTP, click on execute button. Click on execute button, select yes, refresh, wait for some time. Now it throws an error for you. Data package 1 error. Expand this, update hierarchies for characteristics. Click on error message. Data package processing has been terminated. So there is a problem in your data coming from PSA. This is what we need to troubleshoot. Okay, close this option, expand this. Now just come down a little bit. Here it will display a proper message for you. Okay, here it will display SID2 already exists as a child node to 10. So there is already exist information is there. Okay, so let's check it out. For characteristics, SREG 2027 it's already exist. Okay, so click on this. It will give you full information for you. The node ID 11 and 12 have the same nodes as node name SID2. This is not allowed because both nodes are leaves or child nodes of the same parent node. Note that maximum 50 characters is available for message variables. So what is the procedure? What we need to do? Try to localize the problem. We can identify the two duplicate nodes for node ID 11 and 12. Okay, so this is a problem. So we have mapped in a different way. So how do we fix this error? Let's check it out. So the problem is we have mapped this same node for all the things to your info object. So what we need to do first thing here, we need to check the mapping first. So we need to go back, Okay, check your transformation. Under transformation, expand this, select your source and structure. So this is a mistake we made. It's supposed to be node name, not info object. So select this delete option, right click on it, say delete it. So change this option, select delete. Okay, select delete, select and delete. Now you have to map from node name to your info object. Once you're done, click on check any errors. Okay, no errors found, click on activate. Now go back. Now select your DTP, double click on it, expand, click on execute, delete the previous one. Now click on this, refresh. Now everything is green. It successfully loaded the data. Click on the data target administrator. Okay, now observe that this is come back to your SMID. Once it comes back to your SMID info object, select your hierarchies tab. There is an option called maintain hierarchies. When you click on this one, whatever the header you have created, it will display here. Now you need to double click and open your hierarchies header. Once you open this, you can find your hierarchies data. See now, this is south data and north data. This is how it will display your hierarchies data. Okay, now just go back. Let's see how the data flow look like. Go back, select your info provider, right click on your salesman ID. This is a primary info object. Select display data flow, click on downwards. Now expand this. Please observe, this is your data flow. This is your source system, then connected to 3 data sources, one for hierarchy, one for master data attributes, and one for text. If you want to see the technical name of these every single object, there is a button called technical name on or off. Click on it. Now it will display all the technical name. See, it's a PC underscore 3i, DI underscore HIR, MDFF1, TX1. Now it's created to 3 data targets by using a transformation. Finally all the data goes to your SMID. This is your data flow. Now click on close this option. This is how you load the master data, hierarchies, attributes and text file. So with this example, we have completed how to deal your master data loading into BW by using flat file, especially Excel sheet. Thank you very much.